With the teaser of Cobra Kai Season 5 still leaving fans speculating for what's to come next, I figured now I think it's a good time as any to discuss probably the most important thing established in this trailer arguably, and that is Miguel and Robby's encounter. You see, this conflict already goes way back to Season 1, and shameless plug, but I have made a video analyzing who exactly was right up to this point. Feel free to check that one out. Miguel and Robby's dynamic is a very important one in Cobra Kai, to say the least, as these two characters are the two people Johnny cares about the most. And Johnny is basically the main character for the show, other than Miguel and Robby themselves. And Miguel was an MC with Johnny for the first 2 seasons, I'd say, but as we started to focus less on Miguel, the series mainly went into Robby's perspective, and we got to see just exactly what he was going through, but now from his perspective. And now you guys are probably like, why is this important, Tyler, and we already know this? This is important to consider because narratively, this next encounter these two have should be their biggest one yet. We know after Season 4, Miguel believes that he needs to find his real dad, since at the end of the day, Johnny can't really fill in that father role that Miguel wanted. Which makes things reverse from what happened in the other seasons, with Robby feeling like Johnny loves Miguel more than him. But simply, no matter how bad terms are, Johnny will first and always put his kid as #1 priority, as we see in the trailer that Robby and Johnny are trying to look for Miguel together, and they would go on to eventually find him, with Robby being the first person he encounters. I'm pretty sure after we see Miguel encountering with Robby, he would prepare to strike first before Johnny would then intercept, which would enrage Miguel even further. He would be completely broken inside and would tell Robby and Johnny to simply just go. Not only did he see Johnny say he loved Robby instead of him, but now he's bringing Robby to go and bring him back along with him. Now we still have Miguel's father to deal with, which I really have no idea what to predict from there, but we can at least assume that this fight takes place way after they've already come back. And this time, it looks like there is no Johnny to stop them. I think it's super touching to have Johnny's place be where the fight takes place along with Robby and Miguel, seemingly going back and forth with each other. For most of the show, it was sort of clear who was stronger between the two. Season 1, it was Robby, since even while crippled, he almost beat Miguel anyway. Season 2, it was Miguel, because obviously he spared him, could have broke his arm but he didn't. Season 3 was Robby, because Miguel was crippled, and Season 4 was Robby, because Miguel was holding himself back for most of the season. And Robby is just built different this season. But now, I believe we should have these two already be the new Daniel and Johnny, basically just being dead even with each other. This, I feel like, would be the best outcome for the viewer, as both Robby and Miguel's side of the story aren't exactly wrong, and they're both debatably right. Not to mention, it would be pretty cool to have a rivalry. Not to mention, it would be pretty cool for both of them to be even, since they practically know each other's fighting styles at this point. Robby has experienced Eagle Fang Karate, Cobra Kai Karate, and Miyagi-Do, or will more than likely experience all 3 because, you know, he's training with Johnny now. And Miguel has learned Miyagi-Do, Eagle Fang, and Cobra Kai Karate. So it would be pretty cool to actually see them just using their own moves against each other, in contrast to Daniel and Johnny, who hate using each other's moves. They have a different perspective from one another, but in reality, they are still very similar to each other. Having Miguel be stronger than Robby or vice versa, in my opinion, just sort of kills the conflict for me. Worst case scenario, I would want one about to beat the other up, it doesn't really matter which one, and then Johnny coming in for the save or something. But that's like worst case scenario, I don't want that to happen at all. After this fight, I would like for them to finally just be able to stand each other in the same room, similarly to Daniel and Johnny. And like Daniel and Johnny, they would begin to work together in order to bring down the new and stronger generation of Cobra Kai. We also could get moments of them maybe having similar music tastes, or them liking the same drink, some little one-off detail that the writers would do similarly for Johnny and Daniel. And if they did do this, they would just completely differ from Daniel and Johnny because they actually managed to grow up way earlier. Let me know down in the comments your theories, along with liking the video, subscribing if you are new, and hitting the bell icon, that way you are notified and updated when I upload, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Sorry for the lack of uploads, I've been a little sick, but we back.